welcome back to another video. This is the quick story time episode. So this is when I went to the beach with my friend. It's about 12 o'clock at night. We're kind of hungry. Trying to find some food, trying to find a move. I gotta call up my day one. Call my grandma. Food, we're hungry and stuff. She's like, I got y'all. Super excited because we're about to eat good, you know? You know when your grandma cooks for you? It's the best experience, one of the best meals in the world. You can't even compete against it. Mate, we had breakfast tacos at like 12 o'clock at night. Amazing experience. Shout out to my grandma, an amazing woman. It's the best food ever. Basically, you know, we bought like a dozen eggs, and we're not gonna go through a dozen eggs in one little sesh. And wherever we were staying, they had a little security guard, right? And usually these people don't really bother us, you know. He's being very investigative, asking a lot of questions and stuff like, hey, where your wristband? And my brother didn't have his wristband. It was a huge problem for this guy. So it was like the end of the world that my brother didn't have his wristband. So he was trying not to let us in. And we eventually convinced him, like, hey, if you just let us up to our room, we'll be able to get a wristband for you and it'll be okay, you know? And eventually he says, okay, cool, but he has to come with us. And we get to the elevator. Getting up to the elevator, I got the eggs in my hand. And he's like, hey, man, it's a lot of eggs. Are you guys egging cars? I'm like, yeah, we were just egging cars and stuff. I was like, yeah, whatever, we're just egging cars. And he's like, you know it's a federal offense, right? You can go to jail right now. I can put you in jail. I'm like, wow. Oh, he's being serious. Like, I was just joking around. I thought he was making jokes. So we get up there, and he's trying to ask my brother for ID. My brother doesn't have ID because he's like 14. He's like, I'm 14. I don't have ID. And yeah, we try to shush him out. I don't know. My mom finally gets home, or she gets back to the apartment, and the security guard pops out of nowhere. He's like, ma'am, your kids were saying that they were egging cars and messing up and just being public nuisances and stuff, and they can go to jail for that if they egg cars. And shout out to my mom. She didn't believe his story, and she's like, yeah, they probably didn't do that. And I want to say that was the last time we saw him, but whenever we were around town, I would see his little billboards like, hey, vote for me for like sheriff and stuff. And I was like, man, don't vote for that dude. The story is gonna be about failed one man. Now, so let's get to it. This takes place in a fictional reality, so take it with a grain of salt. This either happened or it didn't happen. This is for entertainment purposes only, yada yada. Y'all get it, right? So out here you gotta settle for the country bars. And then we get in. It was a good night. It was college night, and there's a lot of people. But when you go to like a country bar, you can like ask the women to dance, and if they like you can like talk to them after. If not, you just dance with them for once time and you just leave it at that, right? I go up to this girl thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get rejected, and she's like, oh yeah, I'll dance with you. And I was like, oh, what? Okay, bet. So the people I met saw that I was dancing with her, and they're like, oh, bring her over here. And I don't gatekeep out here. I bring her around to these people I met, and since I wasn't 20, I couldn't buy her any drink. You know, they were getting her lit. Like the dudes kind of felt like vultures. Like they were really just like crowding around this girl. Like, it's not my girl, so I was like, hey, back off of her, you can't talk to her type of deal, because I just met this girl today, and I wasn't really applying any pressure. And they played No Hands by Waka Flocka. I mean, I know, the Ox is crazy. She gets the attention of the dance circle, dance battle type of beat, and for some reason, like when the beat drops, they like pick her up, and she starts getting like crowd surfed away from me. I'm just looking at her like, damn, there she goes. Crazy. Like I've never had a girl that I was trying to get with just get picked up by the crowd, and just like I saw her like a few years later. I was like, yo, like, aren't you that one girl that I saw a long time ago? And then like she said, oh yeah, I was. So it really was like two different people. Like when I met her then, I really wouldn't compare her to the woman she is now. So moral of the story is, put your life in Jesus' hands. He will transform you and make you an amazing person. I can see it from the fruits of her spirit. No glazing, no glazing.